I got this from my friend Christopher Davis out of Birmingham. Shout out to him. I'm sure he'll be coming up on the pod when I go back to Alabama in December. Chris is awesome. He posted this on his Facebook. This is a mailer that was sent out last week to residents of Birmingham, Alabama, inviting them to a grand opening. And yeah, so this is
something new.
Yeah, something new to do.
Something new.
This is very exciting. It's called Villaggio Colafrancesco.
Oh.
Okay, so the tagline is original and uniquely Italian, located at 600 Cedar Lane.
As in, it's not really Italian.
Located at 600 Cedar Lane in Birmingham, and they actually have the directions where it says, on Highway 280 next to Cowboys gas station, drive to end of Cedar Lane to dead end, and park in lot on left. So just giving you those.
We'll bring you the spaghetti outside.
Yeah, well, so it's
full car behind house. don't tell anyone you're coming.
Buddy.
Honk twice and
You're
turn
going to
your
want to
lights
lay down
off.
flat in the back seat.
So they're open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, closed on Sunday. Grand opening, so this was Friday, November 18th, and they advertise that they open at 8 a.m. and the fireworks are at 8 p.m. And this is what's in the Villaggio. They have Old Bridge Gelateria, which they advertise as the #1 gelato in the world.
Yeah, you can say that shit when you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well,
Who's going to find out?
In your world.
they have the Italian coffee shop. That's what it's called, and they have the they have the charcuterie house.
Whoa!
And then this is the next line.
I would actually go to a place called the Charcuterie House. At any
Well,
point.
everything up to this point sounds good. Here's the next line. This place is different. It's about God, family, and country.
Yeah.
They're just like Italy, we hate the gays.
This is about God.
We
I hope
also
you
align with
understand.
Italian politics.
This is about traditional family structures.
Yeah.
This is
So
about
again,
God.
this is a
The great American Italian food.
Yeah. So there's not even any fucking food there except for the charcuterie. It's gelato, coffee, and salami. So this is diarrhea. This is absolute.
Yeah, that's right.
This is havoc on your stomach.
Yeah, that's great.
But
They
yes.
didn't say to eat all three back to back.
Well, you're at the Villaggio. What are you going to do?
The
you know?
Villaggio.
The Villaggio
Jesus.
Colafrancesco. So again, this was just sent out to everybody seemingly in Birmingham.
Yeah, they want
at
to sell
random.
some of this gelato. It's #1.
Except they elaborate on the whole God, family, and country thing. So first thing it says, it's about God. Modest dress is required. No short dresses or shorts above the knees, tank tops, spandex, leggings, exposed shoulders, cleavage showing back, etc. Profanity or actions which do not fit the norm of Christian behavior is not
That's
allowed.
right.
Girls,
like Italy.
No
I
women
know
allowed.
back, shoulders. They've sexualized every damn
Yeah,
part.
you know how the Italians in Milan are known for their modest fashion.
Yeah, they're very
No boobs
strict.
in Italy.
You're strict about clothing.
Exactly.
What's weird is it doesn't say like low cut cleavage. It just says like shoulders, neck.
Yeah.
Like, no, don't show me your forearm.
Yeah,
Shoulders.
We're vampires, please.
Shoulders are the new cleavage. I mean, they are, and it's what people are doing, and they know it.
And then it says it's about family. Conversation and meeting of hearts is at the center of Italian culture. Because of this, there are no cell phones, no laptops, no tablets allowed. This is strictly enforced. You will be asked to leave for disturbing the peaceful atmosphere, and there is no smoking. And I'm like,
just some lonely old man.
Yeah.
And you have
Dude.
to drive down a street and like turn
To a dead end.
Yeah.
Very
This is
specific.
at
Yeah.
his house.
This sounds
right?
like a personal ad
Yeah.
a bit.
Strict guidelines.
yeah, we'll get there.
No cameras allowed or recording devices.
You're like, man, I love Italian food.
Don't call the police. Don't ask for the phone.
I was gonna say, yeah, you guys are scratching next to the showcase with the car in it, because we'll get there. But yes, also
God,
I should
yeah.
bring up the point that it's a fucking coffee shop, and they're like, don't bring your goddamn
Yeah.
laptop in here. It's like there's There's only two things to do at a coffee shop.
Right.
Totally.
Either
He's like, you look me in the eye and listen to my story.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And then finally, it's about country. This place has been prayerfully designed to create peace and love of our homeland. Be considerate of the work and prayer that created this place. No pictures. Love thy neighbor and leave every area cleaner than you found it. So it's like also clean up your own shit, which is like
Which country are they talking about?
Yeah, I
America
know.
or Italy?
I know. He's like,
Well-
the motherland.
He's definitely never left Birmingham, Alabama.
No.
You're like, it's
No,
unique and original in that it's not Italian at all.
Yeah, and it's not based in an Italian culture at
Yeah,
all.
that's my favorite thing. It's like, oh, don't show any skin. You know how all those Italians are dressed, and also it's like no
Yeah.
smoking. You know how they famously don't smoke at all. In
Yeah.
Italy.
Christian American values, just like Italy.
Just like Italy.
I just
Italy,
wanted to
that's
say mi familia at some point.
Right, right.
They're like, this is an Olive Garden. When you're here, your family.
Yeah, I was just about to say Olive Garden is more Italian
Yeah.
than this place.
Yeah, Hospitaliano.
I can take my laptop to an Olive Garden.
Fuck yeah, and it's a chain restaurant's heavily
And
underrated.
they'll walk up to you and go, do you want the Wi-Fi
Yeah.
password?
Yeah.
This is Italy.
yeah,
It's when you're here, your family.
That's right. Welcome
yeah,
to
and
the
I don't
family.
talk to my fucking family. I just
Yeah,
am on
yeah.
my
Love
laptop all day. So this
Yeah,
is
what if you told him you're trying to write an email to your dying grandma?
yeah.
Would you,
Go
would you,
send
would
her
you
a
still
letter.
be
She'd
kicked
appreciate
out?
it.
Yeah. You're like, it's about the upcoming election. He's like, okay, I'll let you do it. I also hate liberals.
So
ahead.
this is from the AL.com article about this place. Villaggio Colafrancesco includes a restroom whose ceilings are religious scenes that look like they were painted by Michelangelo. So the shitter has
bet
the,
not.
the Sistine Chapel above it.
But you won't know the
I bet
difference.
they don't.
You
That's
won't know
pretty
the
cool.
difference.
I guarantee like Mel Gibson's house is the same exact thing going on.
The whole thing is the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
This
You've
just
got to
is Mel
customize,
Gibson's
baby.
restaurant.
Yeah, you got to customize your life. That's what he's into, this guy.
The founder, Terry Colafrancesco, which it's always there's no good, Terry Funk is the only good
Cherry
Terry.
Cola Francesco.
Yeah, I think he added the Francesco at the
Oh
end.
man, you know he was called Cherry Cola
Oh, a
Francesco
billion.
every day of his fucking life.
He was like, I'll teach you to love lasagna. I will. You give me time, God damn it.
Respect my gabagool.
I'll show you my culture.
So Terry said he got the rights to make the quote unquote #1 gelato in the world from the owners of Old Bridge Gelateria in Rome, which is located just outside of the Vatican City.
Oh, well.
Wow.
So this is theirs. So now it's a chain. They have two locations. Vatican City and Shelby County, Alabama.
What's happened in the Vatican City one? Is it designed a similar way?
Well,
Similar rules?
this is what Cola Francesco says. There's nothing like it. About 25 years ago, I went there in November, and it was cold and raining, and there was a line of people waiting for gelato for an hour. The president of Italy goes there.
He thinks it's just a
The
lot.
president of Italy
Oh,
goes
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Oh, my
Berlusconi.
goodness.
After he's done committing sex crimes, he
These
goes
people
there.
love gelato. You don't understand.
Just like Christian Americans.
Yeah.
And after your sex crimes, you need to relax.
Popes go there, movie stars go there. In addition to the gelato, the atmosphere at such shops in Italy is about family and conversation. He said, quote, in Italy, you sit down and eat at 7, and at 12, you're still there talking. And it's like, yeah, these motherfuckers are drinking wine, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's what are you talking?
Yeah.
They're not just drinking.
And they took a nap earlier.
Right.
you know?
Yeah. They have a siesta or whatever it's called in
Also,
Italy.
but yeah, hardcore Christian values as they talked about till fucking 12.
Yeah.
I mean, Italy is a very Christian country
Yeah,
by
but
design.
not
but
like evangelical.
not in the way
boring.
that Alabama
like
is
Southern
very
Baptist.
Christian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, what?
it's a different kind of God.
They're the fun kind.
It's
where
a
it's
different
just,
kind of God.
Yeah.
He says he also has a dozen Tonka trucks and a gravel pit where children can play. Like, yay!
I feel like this
No
man's trying to kidnap a
cameras, no
child.
cameras,
It's like no
no
photos,
cameras.
no cell phones, no internet, no
Bring your
exits.
kids.
I thought he was bragging that he had a bunch of Tonka trucks of his own.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty badass.
He was like,
Are
I
we
got
allowed
12
to, Are you allowed to play with them?
I got 16 G.I. Joes, man.
So Villaggio Colafrancesco operates as a tax-paying business, but also as a nonprofit, directing all profits after taxes towards the ministry that Colafrancesco founded in the 1980s.
Oh, he's a
his
little
Swiss
tax
bank
evader.
account.
Yeah.
Love that.
Definitely,
Love that for
definitely.
him.
In 2017, this nonprofit ministry reported income of $2.6 million, mostly from his devotees' donations. So there's
A cult.
Hey, I should have been timing.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right. I should have been
It's a
timing
cult.
until you figured it out.
Tonka truck.
I had to. As soon as I realized a cult was afoot,
Yeah, that's right.
I
As
had
soon
to
as I
call it
saw
out.
a robe.
So here's some comments from the AL.com Facebook post. This is from Daryl and Crystal Green, so someone cheated. I am a woman and not offended. I think it will be awesome to have somewhere to go without having to look at females half naked. I believe you can look good and attractive without having to show everything. I praise it. Then, to top that off and get rid of devices that I too am guilty of looking at, I'm in. Crystal Green's in. No comment from Daryl yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would maybe put money on that was Daryl.
Yeah, probably so.
I am a woman and I hate this. I really hate it when they come in with their skin showing.
Me too. I hate having to look cute all the time.
Yeah.
That's like the definition of a woman hater. Just to be an old woman who looks at young women and be like, you whores.
Yeah, you
whores.
That's right.
And I was never like that.
Your
You're
shoulder
bad.
blades, everyone can see them.
You sinful whore.
So I found this on a job listing site. Employment positions at Villaggio Colafrancesco will be coveted. We will have a brief window where we're taking applications. Wages range from $12 an hour to $30 an hour, depending on which skills and position. And then this is the one where I was like, okay, now this is getting fucking crazy. Another benefit is quarterly bonuses paid in real money. Real silver, which you will want to use in case the dollar crashes.
No way. Are you
Oh,
fucking
he
kidding me?
gives you a
Is
couple
that
silver pieces in a bag.
Yeah.
And it's like, they do
This
this in
man's paying
Italy.
me in a fucking silver coin.
You're getting a bag of silver.
It's what they do in Italy. I've seen Fellini movies. Like, bags of silver.
Like,
Everyone just hands it to each other.
like Judas Iscariot himself. You're getting 30
It's like,
pieces
I want
of
to
silver.
show my shoulders, but I also want the silver coin.
I love
what
it. Like,
to do?
I was supposed to get paid on Friday. It's like, hold on, we're still getting the silver coins. Sir. We got to count them out and put them in a bag. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is completely unrelated, but this week I found out through Chuck Norris's website you can buy a Chuck Norris limited edition silver coin.
What if he pays you
I love
in
limited edition
that?
coins.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. The actual value is worth
Yeah.
$2.
Right.
Right, of course.
Yeah, and it's what? Like,
96.
You better stock up on that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivers was about to buy it until he found
Well,
out
if it was $2,
It was nigh on
if it was
$100.
$2, Chuck Norris wouldn't devalue himself. He also
is not
sells
$2
bottled
Chuck.
water.
I
He
guess
sells bottled water.
take that to the gym. What do you do with a silver coin? In
It's
the, in
just
the
bottles
gym?
of Chuck Norris's sweat.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
82 now.
That's amazing. He's like, what can we make? What other merch have we made? Like, silver coins?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm 82. That appeals to me.
And you got to get them now because there's only like 1,738 left. And those, it's about to be Christmas, so those are going to be
They're gonna
all
be
sold
gone,
out.
yeah.
Someone's going to leave that to their grandchild. It's the saddest thing ever. Your grandpa left you this Chuck Norris.
Yeah. But yeah, they're paying people in bags of silver, and it says
Rules.
Another benefit: after a year of employment, our full-time employees will be given a trip to Rome, all expenses paid.
Cold. That's the cold part.
This
And you
beautiful,
never come home.
this beautiful experience.
You're dead long before
You love
this.
Italy at this point, so you won't want to.
This beautiful experience is a recognition of your loyal work at Villaggio Colafrancesco. This visit to Rome will also help your cognition working here at Villaggio Colafrancesco's Italian village way of life.
This
Oh, you'll
Way
have an
of
understanding of the
life.
culture.
This person just wants somebody to hang out with. So
Well,
Totally.
he's got people, my man.
No shit.
So
Apparently.
people, I don't know about this.
yes, he does.
He's got contributions.
Oh, God.
at
Yeah.
least.
So, based on the listing, it seems like they're trying to hire about 5 people, but the rest of the workers at this place are mostly longtime residents of the Caritas religious community. So this is one of those things, like, my buddy just posts this, like, look at this crazy sign.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a crazy sign. What's this about? And then it was like the trap door
you
just
found-
fell down. And for the past like 5 hours leading up to the recording of this episode, I've just been endlessly falling down a rabbit hole because
What's he look like? This man is he hot?
Yeah.
Well, let's
That's
see. I'll
what
pull
I
Is
him
he
up.
wanted to
Italian
do.
at all?
Yeah.
Because
Aren't they
at
one-
first I was pretty against this, but now I'm thinking a free trip to Italy. Is he hot? Where is he?
So he is a. His name is.
Okay.
You could just say no. You could just say no. He's not ugly.
He looks like
but
attractive
he's
in the
not
way
hot
like
enough for me to follow him into a cult.
Yeah, well, that's an old picture of him. I mean, this is him now.
he's cult leader now. There, fuck yeah.
But
so
you know
now.
what? I don't know if there's ever been a really hot cult leader, though, if I'm being honest. So.
David Koresh, yeah.
My bad, my bad, my
Up
bad.
top.
Laurel Canyon folk singer vibes.
You
from
guys,
David Koresh.
you guys just have different types.
That was too quick to jump on.
That is
Koresh.
very strange. We both were like, I'd fuck David
No,
Koresh in a
honestly,
heartbeat.
no, didn't Taylor, what's his name? Taylor Kitsch,
Yeah,
the
Taylor
hot guy
Kitsch.
from
Friday
Friday
Night
Night
Lights.
Lights. He played him in a miniseries.
That might
That
be.
tells you how fucking hot he
There you
is.
I was going to say that might be
There you go.
corrupting my.
Yeah,
my
maybe
that's
opinion
what
of
it
him. Yeah,
is.
I'm
The
just thinking of
dramatizations of it
Taylor
was
Kitsch.
We can all
attractive.
agree that I would follow a weird Italy cult of Taylor Kitsch, probably, but not that
He's
man.
Italian.
I don't want to go with that man.
That's Italian.
So in 1988, Colafrancesco hosted Maria Lunetti, who is one of 6 famous visionaries of Medjugorje,
Was that
which
Star Wars Phantom Menace?
yeah, I know. Well,
Shit.
so Medjugorje is in Bosnia, and these 6 people claim to have daily visions of the Virgin Mary.
Yes.
And have you heard of
Like
this?
in items and stuff.
Yeah, well, they have they do a big update on their website on the 25th of every month. So I guess they can hit it on Christmas every
Yeah,
year.
like Jesus' birthday.
But it's like status updates from the Virgin Mary, like, hey, here's what the Virgin Mary thinks about this. And so
There you go.
I want you to keep in mind, like, this guy's group is a splinter group from an existing splinter group
Yeah.
of the Catholic Church. Like, the Catholic Church has just been like, look, I mean, that's cool. We're not recognizing this in any way.
Yeah.
We're glad you're religious as hell, but we're like the Pope himself.
Yeah.
Like, there's a video of like Pope Francis being like, yeah, I like to think of the Virgin Mary as like kind of a miracle when she shows up. It's not like a mail that comes every day.
Uh-huh.
And that was like his quote. And I was
Sure.
like, damn, the Pope's throwing down bars.
He's like, put it together,
Hated
idiots.
Pope.
Yeah,
That's going to be a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
I love it. That's insane.
So he brings this woman. She's apparently the one of the 6 visionaries. Maria is in Birmingham in the 80s to donate her kidney to her brother. So they go to UAB Medical
Okay.
Center to do that. And he has her over to the house. He owns this farm in Shelby County. And she there.
A farm, very cult-like.
Yeah. Oh, it's it turns into a compound real
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
You gotta
quick.
herd these people around somewhere.
So she stays with him and continue to have visions of the Virgin Mary in a field in the Shelby County farm that he owns. She has returned to Caritas, that's what he named this place, to visit dozens of times. The field where she had her visions in Shelby County became the focal point of the 250-acre world headquarters of Caritas of Birmingham. One of Colafrancesco's many websites claims that Maria has been graced by 156 appearances of the Virgin Mary in Alabama over the years.
Just in Alabama.
Yeah, no,
alone.
just at this farm. And he says that the visions always happen at 2 sites, the field and the quote unquote bedroom of apparitions.
Where I have sex with this person. He's like, mainly in a bedroom. Oh, also in a field sometimes.
I think I can
Once
see.
at a hotel, twice at a bar.
Exactly. In the back seat of my car. Yeah.
If I look at Rivers' carpet long enough, I think I can see the Virgin.
Yeah.
It's true.
A couple
Yeah.
stains that
Yeah.
blend together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They better be putting latte art that looks like the Virgin
Yeah,
Mary
that is in your
out in
brain.
a coffee
Yeah.
shop. That's what I
Man.
want to see is a little milk foam
Yeah,
Virgin
yeah.
Mary.
That's true. Someone should just do that just to get fired for that. He could be
or
like,
promoted.
I would-
Yeah.
It
I'd
could
get-
go either way.
I'd get fired. I'd just put a salami in the coffee.
But you crumple it up like a rose, so it
Yeah,
kind of floats
I
on
would
top.
cut it and put it in like a lime piece.
Yeah, you'd hang
orange,
it on the
an
side.
orange slice.
yeah. Squeeze a little juice in and put it on the side. Yeah.
So Caritas has a printing press and publishes Colafrancesco's commentaries
Of course
of
they
the
do.
visions under
Yeah.
his pen name, a friend of Medjugorje. And hundreds of thousands of books have been distributed worldwide. The Medjugorje visions have never been endorsed or authenticated by the Catholic Church.
Right, it's
So yeah,
nonsense,
it's a
This
fucking
sounds like an episode
Oh.
of Charmed that I
Sad.
watched one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. What are the stats on the amount of books that got read out of that 100,000?
I'll give it to him that L. Ron Hubbard really made a killing doing that.
Well,
so,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Well, all right. So, like I said, he's got his own Medjugorje website. That's Medjugorje.com. There is the, like, from what I can tell, official Medjugorje website, which is medjugorje.ws, which stands for Western Samoa, which is usually where scams get hosted because they don't have any limits on who can get a .ws website. But all the same, so this is from the more official website that does not agree with Terry. There's a
more official website.
Yeah. Well, like I said, no, these people are the nuttiest fruitcakes at the bakery, and this guy's more nuts than them. That's how this breaks down. Is you're just like, the crazy people think this guy is a fucking he's nuts. So the ex-Caritas of Birmingham members reported that at the Caritas community, Terry Colafrancesco is the sole authority, and dissension is not tolerated. Terry, through his self-described connection with the Medjugorje visionary Maria Lunetti, is the final arbiter on all matters, personal, business, and spiritual at the community. And Terry teaches his groups that black people were created by God for servitude and were much better off when they were slaves.
There it is, folks. We waited a long time.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's got it all, baby. Oh, he's got it all. Terry.
And all of this just from a simple, I would say 100% of people threw that flyer away.
Yeah, exactly. No impact but Rivers is the only person who really impacted like this.
And here we are just deep into this mess.
Terry,
more people
everyone has a story.
Yeah, more people are going to hear about this on the podcast. We've heard about it.
We're really spreading the message, unfortunately.
Hey, but guys, Terry also teaches contempt for women as the carriers of the quote-unquote Spirit of Eve, which sounds like a dope punk rock band.
Yeah.
Throwing off a lot of back.
We are very sinful creatures because of our mother Eve.
Contempt for women? Is that he teaches contempt?
Yeah, you should be contemptful.
Yeah.
You have to teach that?
He's like, here's the thing, man. You can't trust these hoes.
Terry,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Terry teaches that television is the beast that is spoken of in the book of Revelation, and that...
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
I mean, I'm kind of almost with him there.
I'm with that.
And that going to a restaurant, buying a gallon of milk or a newspaper on Sunday is a mortal sin equal to murder. And so...
That's good. It sounds like a fair boss.
Yeah. Don't consume groceries you haven't already purchased.
Yeah. So on the Medjugorje website, there's a bunch of like disgruntled ex-Caritas people just like saying whatever's wrong with this this cult and why they left it.
Right.
This is from a guy named Patrick Flynn. He says, "You should have seen the community frantically preparing for Y2K. Terry wields the fear to keep and nurture control over people's lives there. This past spring, Terry played Eve of Destruction, a song from the 60s on the stereo in the field. And then he tried to scare us into thinking that if we were any other place than Caritas, we would not survive."
Oh, wow. So he staged a little fake.
Yeah,
it's Armageddon.
Yeah, well, it's the White Night that Jim Jones used to do before the actual suicide. He was like, tonight's the night where everybody has to kill themselves.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. This is from a Reddit user on r/Birmingham. "I went on a tour there around 2009. It's a cult for sure. The classroom said stuff about evolution being fake, and one of them said that they removed all the TVs and shot them full of holes."
Yep.
Whoa. Elvis religion.
Yes.
That's how you get rid of a demon is you shoot it right in the fucking face.
Yeah, that's what Elvis was doing.
Now, I will say, as a person, I have shot a TV before, and it is mega fun.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, but
I would love to do that.
It's because it's just because
We've talked about rage rooms before.
Yeah, we have. That's true. No, it's just
let's
because
do that.
it was broken, and we had shotguns.
I'm not against
Hell yeah.
shooting television by any means, but it's the context in which it is shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in a room that says TCB and you're surrounded by mirrors, you're Elvis and you have a serious fucking problem.
Yeah, it's the Graceland
You have a serious drug problem.
Museum. This is from a Facebook user. "A friend of mine redid their plumbing while working for his dad's company. It was a shit show. I remember 3 things he told me. 1, the kids were all unattended and kept climbing on the work vehicles because, quote, no one has told them that they can't use something on Mary's land. So there's just a pack of wild,
it's Mary's
uneducated
land.
children.
Don't fucking bring anything unless you want it to be took.
2, the kids had never seen a phone before, but they knew the word phone and were told that it was evil.
Yeah, sure.
It's a shitty word. Yeah.
And
It's a play well. Should be spelled different.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't make sense.
And number 3, there was a fucked up windowless sub basement room that they left off the blueprints of the building.
Oh, that's the death chamber.
They
when a cult lives up to being a cult.
I mean,
secret fucking death room.
It hits every marker here. They tried not to tell the workers about the sub basement. It was short, ceilings that were maybe 5 feet high with cots with shackles on them. And their guide said that people that did bad things were sent there for punishment.
Put up a Facebook and call the police.
I know.
Why are you writing
I know.
this?
Shackles, and you're like, I think I'll just type it
That's
out.
probably fine.
I think if you see a cot in a basement at any
Yeah.
point, you should probably just report it.
Yeah.
Just to see.
This is the liberal media, so
Yeah,
you can't
sure.
trust that.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
well, you got to say, like, what does Terry think? Well, at terrycolafrancesco.com and at meg.com, meg.com, those are two of his many websites. He says, out of over 1 billion websites, meg.com is listed well under the first million. It's like, oh, good. I'm glad that you're in the top million. Medjugorje.com has over 2.5 million lines of programming code. For all the capabilities and technologies integrated in the cherished and super sophisticated F-22 Raptor stealth fighter, it has about 1.7 million lines of code. That's a third less than Medjugorje.com. It's not an exaggeration saying that Medjugorje.com is in a class of its own.
Wow.
So I love that he's just like, our fucking website's
Yeah.
better than our F-22 Raptor.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if TVs are that sinful. I feel like websites should be up there as well.
Yeah,
hey,
he's
it's-
loving websites.
I
This
mean,
fucking
Yeah,
guy.
way more information
Like,
off a
yeah.
website.
This guy's loving it.
Do as I say,
I
not
feel
as I
knowing
do.
your internet
true.
stats is probably somewhat sinful if we're going by his logic.
But also really impressive.
Yeah.
Like I was really impressed.
I mean,
and all that stuff.
like,
Sort of
look,
fake
If
bragging
it wasn't
data.
so impressive, I would consider it sinful.
Yeah.
However,
Well, here's where we're about to crash into another ship called the USS, of course. Terry has boldly, without apology, stepped forward in his radio broadcasts and writings to proclaim that the man of the hour, the King Cyrus of our time, the one the Blessed Mother has chosen for this moment, and the only man alive who can change the world's course away from total destruction through prayers and fasting of believers everywhere, is Donald John Trump.
oh God. I knew you were headed there. Like in my soul, I knew that's where we were going. But in my head, I thought he stands for everything this man is against, right?
Oh, yeah, for
He
sure.
loves bearing a shoulder and all of those things. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird how people attach to Donald Trump when it's like, yeah, but everything that he does is against. He loves TV. He's a TV star.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet,
Yeah, Terry is also the author of the national bestsellers, The Patriotic Rosary, which is where
What a name.
where
Fuck.
basically it's like a prayer book where you're supposed to, when you go to pray, you're supposed to go, we plead the blood of Jesus over Alabama, and all of the citizens in it, and then you do a Hail Mary, and then you go, we pray the blood of Jesus over Alaska, and you're supposed to do all 50 states.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You're like, no, that's it's
It takes
awful.
way too
Book
long to
club.
pray to this country.
Yeah, I know. It's like you just say the USA if you're gonna do that.
Like
sing
rosary
that-
breathe.
you just sing that song, God bless the USA.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just
Yeah.
put on Lee
Sing that.
Greenwood and
Just
be
sing
done with
that
it.
the
Go,
whole
God's
time.
gonna
Yeah.
hear that
Yeah.
first anyway.
Go about-
Include, like Costa Rica. And the,
Yeah, Americans
Yeah,
as well.
he's like Puerto Rico.
well, they definitely don't. They definitely don't include Western Samoa because they're hosting the website that hates this
Sure,
guy. So
sure.
fuck you, Samoa.
Yeah.
Words from Heaven. That's another book. And then How to Change Your Husband.
Oh, you should
Similar
definitely
to
try
Man
to do that.
Tips. It's a similar vibe to Man
It's almost a
Tips.
sequel
Woman
to Man.
Tips, almost.
Yeah, well, it turns out you can't change him, and you definitely can't get divorced.
No, you
it's
can
not
never.
allowed. In the book, Terry says that the devil, in order to hide the potentially destructive nature of women, brought an end to the practice of naming hurricanes solely after women in 1978, which that was news
Sure.
to me. I didn't know that until 1978. They only named hurricanes after women.
That is
Look,
fun.
what
I mean, I
other
would think
force
most that
can
I've
take
known
down a
have
whole
been
damn city but a
female.
woman?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, you said it, baby, not me.
I'm here for that.
But I
Give
like
us a little bit of water and we'll just take you
So,
down.
hell yeah. That's why if I have a problematic thought about
Like
women, I'm like,
Gremlin
Holly, will
almost.
you say it on the podcast?
Yeah,
Here's
Just kidding, America.
Here's another book. Has Satan pulled another one on you?
probably. Yeah.
Has he pulled another? Has he sold you another shitty car?
Yeah, of course. It's fucking
He
Satan.
charged you twice for
You
the
mean
for
classic
cable, didn't he?
trickster, the devil himself.
That's right. He will get you. He'll get you a couple ways.
Yeah, he sold you 2 My Pillows, but he called it buy one get one
Yeah,
free.
that's right.
Look What Happened While You Were Sleeping is the name of one, which is
Sandra
Sandra Bullock movie.
I was gonna say
That's a great
We love
movie.
that.
unfortunately
Bill Pullman.
not a review of the 1995 film. They Fired the First Shot 2012.
Ooh,
That's,
I wonder who they is. I should pick that up.
That's the liberals.
Oh, of course it is.
And finally, his most recent release,
Oh God.
Big Q, Little Q, The Calm Before the Storm.
Oh no.
That's right. He's QAnon guy too.
Big Q, little Q.
Yeah.
Nice.
That sounds cute when you say it like that.
Big Q, little Q.
Well,
the story
so-
of destruction.
So I'll tell you.
Ever since I was a lowercase Q. Oh, I'm a big
Very
Q.
Sesame Street, Big Q, little Q.
So Big Q, Little Q mixes Marian apocalypticism, hardcore Trumpism, and QAnon conspiracy theories. Its basic premise is simple. Trump is a contemporary Joan of Arc who is fighting to save civilization from the forces of evil with the help and guidance of Big Q, a.k.a. the Virgin Mary.
Quad God.
Yeah.
Big Q.
Yeah, it is a quad god, I guess.
Quad
Yeah.
God.
The Queen of Heaven and Little Q of QAnon fame. So Q from the website is just
Wow.
the Little Q.
And Q from James Bond, how does he play into
I know, yeah. Where's John Cleese? Where the
Where are
hell's
the other
John-
Qs? This guy's really just collected them all.
Just about lines and written.
Throughout the book, the author attempts to show that messages received by Medjugorje visionaries prefigure the messages of Q in some way. Quote, both Qs are revealing the battle plan through intel drops, but Our Lady is dropping intel from heaven.
It's like they have this in common that they're both fucking lies.
Yeah, that's
They're
great.
both insane
Dropping that
people's
intel, dude.
visions.
Got a couple more things I'd found
Oh
from
man,
on their
how is there more?
their Facebook. This is from 2009. This is the post. It says, "Y'all, Our Lady is coming to America. Maria Lunetti is a visionary. Wherever Maria is, that's where Our Lady appears.
Oh, my God.
Maria is coming to the community of Caritas in Birmingham for July 1st through 5th, 2009, where Our Lady will be with us physically on the earth for those 5 days. Do not let this opportunity pass you by." This announcement,
Damn, I got to get a ticket for
This
this.
is like the
shit.
Tupac hologram.
Yeah.
dude.
You
This
better get there, dude. This is it.
that announcement of the Virgin Mary being made corporeal upon the earth only has one comment from a woman named Heidi Lynn that just says, "I don't know if I'm coming yet, Chantel, but I'll let you know."
Just direct message to Chantel.
It's like, it's the Virgin Mary's coming. You're either coming or you're not. In August 2021, the Virgin Mary statue on their land was vandalized with toilet paper.
Satan's paper.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't wipe our asses here.
We rub it on that statue
We
of the
do what
Virgin
the Lord
Mary.
intended and just let it dry.
One Facebook commenter who appeared to be part of the cult said that the community men may have to be forced to sleep in the field to protect it.
The community man.
So we've talked about this before with like evangelicals spray painting like blacks rule on their thing, on
Right.
their churches,
Sure,
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the Antifa Black Lives Matter attacked us. The fact that it's just toilet paper is like, oh, fucking Terry went out there,
Yeah.
rolled the Virgin Mary with toilet paper as an excuse to make all the men
Sure.
sleep on the ground.
Yeah.
So he could
Get to
take the
use
ladies
those-
to the basement room.
Bingo.
Yeah, underground cots. They got to
Yeah.
be used. What do you
Yeah,
put
yeah,
these
yeah.
shackles here for?
Yeah. So anyway,
Okay, the big question is, when you go to Birmingham, are you going to go to the charcuterie house,
Obviously,
coffee
I'm
shop,
going.
gelateria?
We'll never see Rivers
I'm,
again.
I'm going in the hottest hot pants you've ever seen.
Yeah.
We have had heaven come down here 8 times consecration, 140 apparitions, prayed their children during this time. Our Lady here has done this for us. She has been a drill sergeant with us, and only through prayer can you receive this strength. Do you see? Do you feel? Are you understanding now how big this is? The end of the world? The end of mankind? We're there, people.